Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to everyone present here. We welcome you to the closing ceremony of Corporate Prodigy 2022. Before we move forth with the closing ceremony shortly, all attendees are requested to abide by the following instructions. First, everyone is not required to turn on their videos, but their audios must be strictly on mute at all times. Participants are requested to maintain decorum throughout the course of the ceremony. You are requested to remain seated within the frame of your videos at all times throughout the course of the program. All the students are requested to rename themselves in the format school name underscore your name. I repeat, school name underscore your name. After conducting a series of 7 arduous, vigorous, and mind-stimulating rounds in the past 2 days, we hope that the sixth edition of Corporate Prodigy has imparted the necessary knowledge and wisdom to the participating school students. We hope that the convenant inspired in you the value of solidarity, the inevitability of possessing critical insights through impendium, the significance of spontaneous resolutions in credence, and the necessity of being unyielding and tenacious through imperator. We trust that Conciliate helped you hone your capacity of cogency and conviction, while Arcane and Exigent provided you with invaluable business understanding. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moment for which you have been competing for the past 2 days, we will now be declaring the results for various events along with the best school for Corporate Prodigy 2022. For the credence event, in the third position, we have St. James School, Kolkata, Naved Hazmi and Ushnis Bhattacharya. In the second position, we have Don Bosco School, Siliguri, Shubham Agarwal and Prajal Chandak. In the first position, we have the Martner for Boys, Kolkata, Ved Bajoria and Ramesh Agarwal. For the next event, which is the exigent event, we have a tie between two schools, Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Kolkata, and St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata. For Lakshmipat Singhania School, we have Siddhant Maheshwari and Pankaj Jain, and for St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata, we have Siddhant Maheshwari. Now, for the impendium round, we have in the third position Don Bosco School, Siliguri, Bikramjit Gupta and Pad Singhal. In the first position, we have Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Kolkata, Keshav Kanoria and Pramit Banerjee. And in the first position, we have the Mayo College, Ojaz Nahata and Vidansh Taluka. For the Imperator round, we have in the third position St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata, Gaurav Shah and Aditya Mukherjee. In the second position, we have St. James School, Tanay Jain and Saksham Gupta. And in the first position, we have Lakshmipat Singhania Academy, Kolkata, Khushbu Gupta and Shagun Fogla. For the conciliate round, we have in the first position St. James School, Kolkata, represented by Vidhan Sharma and Digvij Chirmar. For the arcane round, in the third position, we have DPS Rachi, Divyansha Jain. In the second position, we have Don Bosco School, Siliguri, Pujan Rathi. And in the first position, we have St. Xavier's Collegiate School, Kolkata, Suryansh Jalan. And ladies and gentlemen, get ready to know the winners of the contingent round convenant. In the third position, we have for the third position, we have Delhi Public School, Ranchi. In the second position, we have St. James School, Kolkata. And in the first position, we have La Martner for Boys, Kolkata. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for anxiously. The best school position goes to, any guesses to who the best school award, best school position going to?
St. James's.
We have the
Yes, Raj.
right guess. It's St. James School, Kolkata. May I now invite the joint corporate prodigy heads to address the gathering.
Thank you, Shreya. The Xavier's Commerce Society is a 16-year-old legacy, striving to inculcate the importance of the corporate realm through a group of 40 individuals, year after year, reaching unparalleled heights with each passing edition of its respective events. To be very honest, pulling off Corporate Prodigy this year was quite unreal for all of us because of the variety of circumstances we were under. But despite of all odds, like we have always done, we managed to get it done. Because there is one thing that is inherently unique about the way we function. We don't function as a society, an organization, or merely a student body. We function as a family. We have each other's back whenever there are difficulties. And we never say no to challenges because we are confident that we can do anything together. Sitting here today at the closing ceremony of the event, I can't help but go back to the time when I first got the opportunity of becoming an XCSer. We were in the middle of the pandemic. My boards just got over, and I had recently stepped into this new college filled with various opportunities. That is when I became a part of this legacy, and I haven't looked back ever since. From being a working committee member at Insignia to being a public relations head, this society has made me who I am today. The best part of it is I get to share my journey with a set of highly motivated batchmates along with a bunch of amazing juniors. I remember how our heads had pulled off all nighters with us when we conducted this event last year. And having done that with our juniors this year, I can surely say that all of it is just worth it. We XCSers take pride in the fact that we have adapted to a sleep cycle in which we can't afford to sleep for more than 3 hours. We wear the black t shirt like a badge that sets us apart. And we make sure that we continue to create a legacy that the batches ahead of us can be proud of. I am glad that we have once again been successful in not only living up to, but going beyond the legacy of our society. I hope that the participants had a memorable experience and that they will take back a lot from this event. I will now ask Ronit, my fellow CP head, to take over.
Thank you, Tanisha. So without a doubt, it's been an amazing event and it has been an amazing journey pulling it off. I remember working so hard to pull off, among many other events, Corporate Prodigy last year. And having my name associated with the same event in such a capacity is actually something that makes me feel overwhelmed. I am told that such speeches are supposed to have a list of things that we're grateful for. But I'm not going to try and do that today. Because if I start talking about things that I'm grateful for in this society, the speech is never going to end. I am, however, going to thank all my fellow XCSs. Each and every one of them have once again given their heart and soul into making this event successful. And that's commendable. I'd also like to especially commend my juniors because as much as they hate to reply in their WhatsApp groups, when they do, they ensure that they are true to their word and that their words have substance in them. It makes me feel good when I see that in the inherent clash where they want to ensure that their departments and events are the best, they ensure that the society prospers and maintain a constant that has continued for 16 years now. The constant of the Xavier's Commerce Society being the best. Well, this being the first event of the calendar year, I can't help but notice that we have a short span left here. And as much as I try not to realize that this is the last stretch, it's the truth, and the truth catches up with us sooner or later. They say that XCS is about legacy. They're right. They say that it's about the black t-shirt. Yes. They say that it's about dreams. It's about development. It's about destiny. All of that's true. But there is one thing that transcends all of this. There's one thing that goes beyond. It is the memories that we make in our journey. Because everything else might end, but the memories, they are going to stay. There's a famous dialogue that all of us must have heard of. I wish there were a way of knowing that you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. I'm privileged enough to know that I am in the good old days, and I advise all the others to do the same. I can only try and hope that I make the best out of these days. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronit and Tanisha. With this, we now come to an end of the Corporate Prodigy 2022. We hope you all had a great time with us and we hope to see you in our future events. You may now leave the meeting.
I think you can start removing them from the meeting if they're not responding. Participants, we request you all to leave the meeting or else we just push it to the waiting room.